Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. A very much so surprise update today here in Warzone 2. Raven has just fixed a major issue with gameplay. We also have another smaller update that was actually pushed live yesterday afternoon from Infinity Ward as well. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump right into this. So as mentioned yesterday evening, Infinity Ward ended up posting this: players experiencing issues launching Modern Warfare 2 in Warzone 2 on Battle.net should restart the client for an update. This should resolve any problems launching the game. So over the past couple of days or so, if you've had issues where you're getting stuck on fetching online profile or whatever it is, the message that pops up when you're first, booting up the game and getting to the main menu, if you are on Battle.net specifically and running into any issues there, you should see that there is now an update out for that. If you go on to Battle.net, you can actually download that. It's nothing too crazy, it's nothing major or anything like that. It's like 500 megs or something, but that should now fix this issue. This though, definitely the smaller of the two updates that are pushed live. The other main update that we have here is from Raven, and this, my friends, is a very important one. We've released a fix addressing an issue that prevented ultimate perks, including high alert, from working as intended. So now within Warzone, ultimate perks are finally going to be working on your custom loadout. So once you go through and you do a stronghold, or you go through and actually purchase a loadout drop marker from the buy station, or if you're grabbing one of the free loadouts at the start of zone 2, it's going to give you your custom guns and your equipment, but also your perks are actually going to work as intended, which is huge for overall gameplay. So now when you're actually in game, all these perk packages are going to work as intended. So I wanted to quickly go through and just break down, some of the things to look out for here, some specific perk packages you probably want to look out for. Obviously, behind the face cam here is where all the ultimate perks are, so I'll go ahead and hide that momentarily. But the Vanguard one here, definitely very solid, because resupply, being able to restock on your equipment there, obviously is pretty solid. But high alert, being able to get that ping when you initially are being looked at from a player, that's pretty solid. Now keep in mind, if they do use cold-blooded, like for instance in Sentinel, that could actually affect that. You're not going to trigger that high alert warning, but most players are probably not using cold-blooded, so having high alert on your class, that one is pretty impactful when it comes down to gameplay. A lot of these do have high alert. Commando has that as well. Ghost in this game, not gonna lie, not really all that good. Obviously, if you are shooting at all, you're gonna show up on that UAV sweep. So if you're shooting with a suppressor, or if you're shooting without a suppressor, you're still gonna show up if there is a UAV in action. So Ghost is kind of useless. I wouldn't recommend using Spectre here. Scout obviously has Ghost as well, so that's not super convenient. Quick fix is something that we've had on most of the glitched loadouts currently, so that's nothing new. Quick fix is one of the ultimate perks that was actually working, and it's solid for what it is. Obviously, being able to start that regen a lot sooner can be huge in this game with that fast TTK. So Sentinel, despite the meme of the name, not a bad choice there. Warden has it as well. Obviously, Weapon Specialist is what a lot of players are running because it has Overkill as the base perk, so you can have your two primary weapons right away, and you get Survivor there. Enemies that down you get automatically pinged. Not the craziest ultimate perk, but this is still a good perk package simply because of Overkill, and a lot of players will still be using that, even though the ultimate perk here is not huge. What you can do though is obviously grab this with obviously Overkill and everything there, but then grab that second loadout, whether you're buying it or getting that free one in zone. Then you can actually capitalize off of having Overkill or that, or you could obviously go through, buy two individual guns, and then pick up a loadout as well. That's equally as effective. And then lastly, Recon here, this is a very important one, has Bird's Eye, and this one is especially useful now because it's no longer glitched. We talked about a few days back where within Warzone there was this huge issue where Bird's Eye was only available to some players who had custom perks working, which was a minority of the player base. So many players were playing without their ultimate perks working, and so having Bird's Eye gave you a huge advantage where you got all the UAV pings from other teams' strongholds, from your strongholds, from your UAVs, and from other teams' UAVs. So now Recon is going to be one that I think a lot of players are probably going to grab, especially for someone who plays aggressive and grabs multiple loadouts. This is one that's going to be super strong, because having Bird's Eye now and having that actually work is a huge advantage. It's going to give you a ton of information off that UAV, and obviously ping all the other UAVs and stronghold towers as well. So you're going to be getting a lot of intel out of that. So the main ones I'd look out for right now still are Recon, and then honestly Vanguard I think is a solid one as well. Those are probably my go-to perk packages, but it's nice to see that perks are now finally working in game. This is going to really help with just general Warzone gameplay overall, because obviously not having perks working, pretty basic function of the game, so we shouldn't have any issues with that going forward. And this now gives a lot more meaning to actually grabbing your loadout or doing a stronghold early game, or saving up that money to buy that loadout marker, because this is actually going to have a huge impact now. So yeah, all that being said, that's effectively what just changed in the new surprise update for Warzone that obviously fixes some pretty major things here for the perk packages. That being said, that's gonna wrap things up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way, every single day, you can always guarantee you're up to date with all things going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, class setups, tips, you name it. It is all gonna be right here. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.